Hello, this is Survival-gyver, and today we're taking a look at the Core Equipment 750 Lumen Camping Lantern / Emergency Light. So, this is a 750 Lumen Lantern on high, which is that mode right there. It's got a medium, it's got a low, and it's off. And it's got some other little neat features. I actually like this. It's not waterproof. And for that matter, it's not even water resistant. So this is really something that should stay indoors if possible. Possibly in a tent or camper. Or like with your emergency gear at home, like if you lose power. This is a great area light for like playing board games in the kitchen, or the kitchen table with family, or for reading a book, or just as a big, relatively big nightlight for somebody. So the dimensions on this are different than what it is on the Amazon website. I believe when I checked Core Equipment's website directly, it still gave the wrong dimensions. It says the dimensions are 6.5 inches by 1.3 inches by 1.1. I'm sorry, no, it is not. It's nowhere near it. So, here's my handy dandy ruler. Okay, so we know it sticks out a little bit farther out the side, but it's approximately 4 inches wide by 4 inches long by 4 inches high. Well, maybe a tad higher than 4 inches high. So essentially it's a 4 by 4 by 4. So, not sure where they got their dimensions from. Excuse me. Weighs 6.28 ounces approximately. It is rechargeable. It has charging ports on the back here, so it's opposite of where it says Core on it. There is a micro USB connection, which tells me it's probably of an older style, but still works out fine. There is a charge indicator light on the side here, and there's a USB-A port. Now, it will allow you to charge like a cell phone or a digital watch or a flashlight, whatever you have a cord for. You can use it kind of like a power bank. Now, I don't know what the rating on this power bank is because I haven't been able to find that information out. It tells me, another part of the description I'm a little iffy about, says it's got two 18650 rechargeable batteries inside. It feels awfully light for that. So I'm eventually going to have to take it apart and find out what's actually in it. But let me show you what's going on down here. So at the bottom, I have this little compartment here. If you open it up, it comes with a USB-A to micro. Come on, focus. There we go. Charge cable. So that's cool. It comes with it. And it has a hook. Now this is one of the few complaints I have about it, but I cannot get the hook out when needed. So, one moment please. Alright, to open it up, I'm going to use my everyday carry titanium pry bar. And that's it. So, there's not enough room in here for me to get my fingers in there. But do you hear that noise? Sounds like I'm breaking something. Because essentially I am. So this is my biggest complaint about this. If you look carefully, let's see if I can get the light on this a little bit better. So there's two little rollers, little tension rollers on the inside, and this is the edge of the hook, and it's digging into the plastic. So that crunching noise is literally, come on, focus, the plastic being chipped away on the inside. Definitely worse in one direction than the other. And both sides still have a notch for you to be able to get something in there so you can pull that out. But I still cannot. But I always carry my titanium pry bar. So the lid only goes on one direction. Goes in there, and that's it. So you got the hook that you can hang things off of, like the top of a tent or or off a branch or something of that nature, even though it's not water resistant of any sort. Or off the back of your gear if you need like a really big lantern. So, I know I'm going over this kind of weird with one hand. There's a big button on top. It's about 1 inch by 1 inch wide. 1 inch by 1 inch. The first button you hit is 750 lumens. If it looks weird on the cameras, because the camera's automatically focusing for the light being output by it. Medium is 68 lumens. It's on. There it is. 68 lumens. Low is 30 lumens. And let me go back. 750 lumens will last 5 hours. If you put it on medium, it'll last about 33 hours, and if you keep it on low, it'll last about 86 hours. So that's not so bad. But there is another neat little trick with this. If you turn it on, let me turn off my side light here, so maybe the phone won't, camera won't give you too much problems here. If you turn that on, so that's your 750. If you hold the button, it will automatically dim for everything in between. So from off to all the way back up to full. So if you want to stop it somewhere else, I'll bring it back down. I like it there, so I could stop it right there. So that's not so bad. There is two things that I think this can use, other than a better way of getting that out. That's my only complaint is the hook, and obviously the dimensions on the website. But there's two things that I think it could use, and I hope that somebody in Core will actually watch this, and maybe make another version of it, like a Gen 2 or something. First things first, the bottom of the feet are just plastic ovals. I would put magnets. I would grind these off and maybe glue or rivet or fasten magnets to the bottom. And there's a simple reason for that. The reason, if you put a magnet on these, is you're adding to its functionality. So what if you have a place that you need light, but there's no place to put the hook onto, and say you need it on the side of something, or upside down, or on some weird angle. As an example, some automotive cars, cars that are not aluminum like Fords, like trucks, or fiberglass like Corvettes, or like the old Monzas, but if they were magnetic, you could pop this onto the inside of a hood, possibly under the chassis if necessary. If you're changing a tire, you could just stick this to the bottom of the suspension or to the frame or the unibody and have a light that's an area light. So that would add functionality. The only other thing that I would suggest, now I can do the modifications for adding magnets. That's not a problem, and which I'll be doing probably shortly, and I will probably make a video on how I do it. Other than opening this up to find out what the actual type of battery that's in here and what its rating is, the other thing that it could use is a red light. Not a strobe, but just a basic red light. So if you look on the inside of this, it looks to be, let's see if I can get that focus there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like 6 LEDs on the inside. So what if you put 4 red ones on the inside? So it would glow red. Now, why would you want it to glow red? Well, say if this is in a tent and you're sharing the tent with somebody, a red light would, 1, help you with your night vision, and 2, may not wake up the person you're next to if they're sleeping. Red can also be used as an emergency light as necessary. Again, it doesn't have to strobe, it just needs to glow red. Red at night is much better for your night vision than white light. So if you're reading a map, say if you're in a car or in a minivan or a camper, and your phone's charging and you have a physical map, so you don't wake up your occupants or make it so they can't see properly, or yourself for that matter. Turn the red light on so you can read the map and conserve your night vision. That's what I would do. So, magnets and red light would make this significantly better than it is. And I already do like this one. I will probably buy another one. I did buy this one. And I will put a link in the description to where you can get it on Amazon. I'm not affiliated with them. I am going to try to tag them in the video so they could maybe have an idea of listening. Very few companies do that. But review-wise, it's a great little lantern. Also with magnets on the side, say if I have to go into my attic to change the filter on the HVAC unit, well, the HVAC unit is steel. You put it right on the side, turn the light on, and change the filter without any trouble. You know, there's all sorts of things you could do. You know, if it was water resistant, would be nice. But because it tells you on the, it says IPX4 water resistant, withstands splashing water from all directions. But you can't submerge it, and they don't recommend it on rain. And rain could, of course, be very light to heavy, so I don't recommend getting it wet at all if you can help it. But, and of course, fix the hook part. I can't take the hook out. I try to take it from this end, the open end. I can't get it out. That side, I can't get it out. Come up with a better solution for that, too. Whether it gives you, maybe a better notch or a tab or something that you can simply pull that up with, and preferably not crunching on the inside. But it's not a bad lantern at all. I'm going to leave this for my emergency preps in the house. It's always good to have a battery backup lantern, which I have quite a few, but it's always nice to have other options. So that is it. Questions or comments, leave them below, and I will answer them as soon as I can. If you don't, if you can, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And going to be coming out with some more videos shortly. Well, thank you for watching, and have a glorious night.